Hey there, welcome to SK Productions video editing series. This is Sanketa and today I'm going to show you how to create these 5 awesome transitions in Adobe Premiere Pro. These are super easy transitions to make and look very stylish. Let's get started. Number 1 transition is the LumaFade transition. I have these 2 clips here to show you the example of LumaFade transition. Instead of putting these 2 clips next to each other, for this effect we will need to put the second clip on the top of the first clip. So it will create an overlap between these 2 clips. And this overlap is going to be the duration of the effect. So keep that in mind. Now go to Effects, search for Gradient Wipes. You will find this effect under Transition. Drag and drop that effect on the second clip. In Effect Controls panel, we'll just add few keyframes to transition completion under Gradient Wipe effect to make that transition happen. In Timeline, go to the beginning of the clip. Then go to the Effect Controls panel and under Gradient Wipe, click on the stopwatch icon in front of the transition completion to create the keyframe. Set the transition to 100% so that it will show the first clip and hide the second clip. Then go to the end of the overlap. Add another keyframe and click on Reset Parameter to set the value 0, so it will reveal the second clip. Let's change the softness of the transition so it will create the feathering and not look harsh between light and dark. And now when you play it, you should see the LumaFade style of transition. Next transition I want to show is the camera whip or pan transition. I have put these 2 clips next to each other to show you the example. Go to Effects, search for the push. You will find it under Video Transitions, Slide. Drag and drop that effect on Cut. Then select that effect and go to Effect Control. Change the alignment to Center at Cut. Default duration of this effect is 1.6 seconds. We will lower it down to 0.11 seconds. Also change the direction to East to West. For that, click on the small arrow, so it will look like this. Next, we will add motion blur. Go to the project panel, click on New Item, select Adjustment Layer. Accept the suggested settings, hit OK. Drag the adjustment layer and put it right above these 2 clips. Then shorten the length of the adjustment layer. Make sure the duration is exactly the same as push transition. Now go to Effects and look for Directional Blur. You will find it under Video Effects, Blur and Sharpen. Drag and drop that effect on adjustment layer. Make sure you place your playhead right in the middle of the transitions and adjustment layer is selected. Then go to the Effect Control. Go to Directional Blur and change the direction to 90 degrees. This is because we have a horizontal slide. If you have vertical slide, then leave it to 0. Set the keyframe for blur length by clicking on the stopwatch icon and change the value to 250. Then move it a little bit back in time and click on Reset Parameter. It will create a new keyframe with value 0. Select the keyframe, right click and select the Ease Out. And put it in the beginning of the adjustment layer. And then create another keyframe with value 0. Right click, select Ease In. And move it to the end of the adjustment layer. And here is our camera whip or pan transition. Now let's move on to our next transition, which is the speed ramp transition. these two clips on which I am going to apply the speed ramp transition. Let's first make this track bigger so that we will be able to see it clearly. This clip already has a slow motion effect, so I want to speed up a little bit at the transition so it will give it a fast forward effect. Select the clip, right click on it, then go to show clip keyframe, select time remapping and click on speed. To create the keyframe, hold the control key and click. Separate those points. I want to increase the speed at the end, so click on this line after these points and move it up. If you want to slower the speed, then you will have to move this line down. Now let's see the effect. It looks a little faster, so I will lower the speed just a little bit. You will have to play with it to get the effect you want. Grab these blue handles and move up to make this transition smooth. Now we will apply the same effect on the second clip. Follow the same steps. Right click, show clip keyframe, select time remapping, click on speed. But this time we will give the fast forward effect in the beginning of the clip to match both the clips. Check out this speed ramp transition effect. Moving on to our next transition, which is the zoom transition. First, make sure you place your playhead right between the two clips. Then move 6 frames forward by hitting right arrow key 6 times. Then hit the C key to get the razor tool and cut it where your playhead is. After that, move your playhead again right between the two clips and now move it 6 frames back by hitting left arrow key 6 times. Cut it there. Hit V key on the keyboard to get the selection tool and select both parts. Then right click and select nest. Then hit OK to nest the clips. Now we will add the transform effect. Go to the effect panel, search for transform. You will find it under video effects distort. Apply that effect to nested clip. Then go to effect control panel and set the keyframe for scale. Now we got our first keyframe at the beginning to 100%. Then move playhead center of the transition. Then create the keyframe to 300%. Then move couple of frames forward and press reset parameter to set the keyframe to 100%. Then move that keyframe at the end of the transition. Then select the last keyframe, right click, select ease in. Then select the middle keyframe, right click, select auto bezier. Right click on first keyframe and select ease out. This will make transitions much smoother. Then make sure you disable the checkbox for use composition shutter angle and set the shutter angle to 360. As you can see, it directly added the blur effect to zoom transition. Now let's see the result. Don't forget to save your project from time to time so that you don't lose the changes. Now before we move on to our last transition, I want to share a quick tip with you which will be very useful when we do our last transition. So if you want to zoom in Program Monitor, you usually go here and select the zoom level like 200% and then scroll up and down. And if you want to zoom out, you will select 25% or 50% and then again you will select the fit, right? But now if you are using Premiere Pro's 2019 version, then you actually can assign keyboard shortcuts for these actions. If you are using Windows, then go to Edit, select Keyboard Shortcuts and look for Zoom. Scroll down a little bit and here under Program Monitor panel, you can assign keyboard shortcuts for Zoom Monitor In, Zoom Monitor Out and Zoom Monitor to fit. I have already assigned plus, minus and dot key for them. Hit OK. Select Program Monitor and I'm just going to press plus sign to zoom in and minus sign to zoom out and dot to zoom to fit. Now let's move on to our last and fifth transition, which is the reveal video transition. For this example, I'm going to use this video clip. We have nice pan shot here, and after this black wall, we will reveal another video. For that, I have this nice video clip here. Let's make this Program Monitor panel a little bit bigger so we will be able to get a better view. Zoom out. I'm using keyboard shortcut minus key for it. Go to Effect Controls and grab this pen tool. You will find it under Opacity. Move to Program Monitor. We are going to create a mask and we will create it outside the frame. Take this box for inverted. We'll change the feather to 50 and click on the stopwatch icon to create the keyframe. Then again click on mask. Now let's see where we can start masking. Here I can see ending of the black wall. In Program Monitor, move the mask to cover that little spot. I'm using keyboard shortcut plus and minus to zoom in and zoom out the Program Monitor. Then move one frame forward and move your mask to cover the area. Again, move forward one frame and move mask to cover the area. Now repeat the process. At the end, make sure all the screen is covered with the mask. And now you can see the black screen after we passed the black wall. Let's move our second clip under the first clip. And here is our video reveal transition effect. Hope you liked the video. If you did, then please like and subscribe to the channel and feel free to share your comments below. I have more video editing tutorials on my channel that you can follow. Bye for now. See you next time.